Scott there. The US State Department confirmed the death of a US citizen, Hosam Saraya, in Syria's Sweida region last week, where sectarian clashes have left hundreds dead. Saraya, an American Syrian citizen, was reportedly gunned down alongside family members. On being asked by a reporter about claims of Saraya being murdered by Syrian interim government officials, this is what the US State Department spokesperson had to say.
Again, you're saying something here that everyone hears. That is not something that I would confirm or would know or would say as a matter of fact, because a reporter says it here in the room. We can say, of course, that Secretary Rubio has emphasized the importance of prioritizing the safety and security of U.S. citizens. We can confirm the death of, and this is the Sweida region, what we're discussing, of Syria last week, of U.S. citizen Hosam Saraya. We offer condolences to the family on their loss. We are providing consular assistance to them, but in the midst of the further conversations, I can't give you any more details except what we've already discussed.
Meanwhile, US envoy Thomas Barak urged Syrian President Ahmed al-Sharaa to adopt a more inclusive approach following the recent violence. Barak warned that failure to do so could lead to international isolation and further fragmentation of the country. He also addressed the escalating violence in Sweida, which involved Druze fighters, Sunni Bedouin tribes and Shara's forces, with Israel intervening to protect the Druze population. Barak emphasized that the new government must quickly integrate minorities and avoid repeating the failures of the past, stressing that there is no clear successor if the regime fails. We are once again joined by Scott Faulkner, who's the head of Eagle Enterprises. Glad that you can join us once again, Scott. The US stands in a strange place here when it comes to Syria. Obviously, we saw the United States lift sanctions on the country. Donald Trump saying it was giving Syria a chance at greatness in front of when he was on his Gulf tour. However, issues like this, the raising violence in the region, where does the US stand in this conflict now, and how should it respond to this US citizen's death?
Everybody was sure the benefit of the doubt. Again, a lot of people saw him as a fanatic, and his movement was fanatic. He actually met with Trump and said, you know, I'm not that. I'm willing to look at the West. Of course, the West, U.S. in particular, and Israel, were very glad to see Iran and Russia sort of pushed out of Syria. Russia lost a number of key bases in the change in government. And then the West came in. I mean, the French renegotiated their port deal and are investing 200+ million euros in one port. Dubai port, global world is now coming in with a 850 million investment in another port. So you got Western interest in the region, Western support in the region, and if the current regime cannot control the Bedouins, cannot control the tribal fratricide that's basically going on, people may just walk away. I mean, we all almost have a deja vu to what happened in Libya a number of years back, where a strong man got toppled, and Libya is still to this day a chaotic, failed state. I think we don't want to see that repeat in Syria. So it's a really sensitive issue. I mean, the death of an American citizen, even though he's got a dual citizenship in Syria. Now here's a guy from Kansas City, visits his parents, gets hauled off, gets killed. And it's not a good situation in any shape or.
Yes, Scott Faulkner, thank you very much for joining us on the programme. As always, pleasure to have you. We now move over to Europe, where Russia and Ukraine are set to